just found a new shark. And of course, being from the land down under, it's fucking weird. Introducing the brand new Western Australian lantern shark. As the name suggests, discovered by a team of scientists off the coast of Western Australia. Now, as with the overwhelming majority of weird shit in the ocean, the Ozempic shark here is found in the deep sea, sharing a postcode with the anglerfish, that one xenomorph shark, and
of course it's found in the deep sea.
First of all, how would y'all find it? Okay, if that mug is in the depths,
they been searching because we don't know what's down there.
Going down there, bro. Before y'all wake up a megalodon, and now we got a real problem.
Jesus Christ.
Despite the word shark making most people think of something a little closer in size to, I don't know, Bruce, Slenderman's fish sonar over here only grows up to 30 centimeters. This little guy shares a weight class with a fucking foot long.
Okay, we good.
But I mean, honestly, I still personally think 30 centimeters is way too big. He could be just as good as the other sharks if he was, you know, let's just say 3 inches. However, other than being built like a fishy USB cable and owning a property in rock bottom, what makes him so weird? Simple. He fucking glows.
Throw a flashbang.
But fucking white. Well, you see, these bad boys are found in the twilight zone of the ocean, around 1.2 kilometers below the surface.
Damn, the squids is deep there. Holy shit.
How many feet in a mile?
How many feet are in a mile? That's a great question.
A place so fucking far down, it sees less sunlight than the inside of a gacha addict's room.
Damn.
And so, lantern sharks evolved bioluminescence on their gills and fins in order to fucking communicate with one another. The glow is the evolutionary equivalent of a fucking indicator, showing that a literal abyss shark is more intelligent than your average BMW driver.
Damn. At least it's not one of them dangerous.
Yeah, that ain't too scary.
That ain't.
You know what I'm saying? At least y'all got something ugly. It was ugly DLC.
We good with that. Yeah, we good with that DLC.
Aussie farmers thought they were being attacked by aliens. But what was actually causing it is so much funnier. This is a wallaby, the kangaroo's vertically challenged little cousin. Now, to get a little more specific...
This is the first time I found out there are 2 different creatures. My entire life, I thought a wallaby and a kangaroo was the same thing.
I can see that.
You know, I just thought one was a baby.
Like, I can see that.
But it's 3,280 feet deep.
That's a mile?
That's a mile.
My God. And that bitch said 10,000.
Bro, you know how far a mile is?
Yeah. In terms of vertical?
This is a Bennett's wallaby, native to my home state of Tasmania. And that location is very
Australian, Alabama.
No, a mile is 5,280 feet.
God damn it, y'all! Who Googling wrong?
So, is it... You know what? I don't even care no more. Nah, I'm going to listen to him. The picture not here anymore, so I no longer care about the depth. You know what I'm saying? I was more into...
So you just spewed out random, or was it a typo when he said 3,280? I think he might have had a typo. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Say he had a typo, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Important to the story. Tassie is home to a lot of things. Beautiful views, a seal with a felony record, and the nut. However, one thing they tend to leave off the tourism brochures is drugs.
What?
Tasmania is the world's largest exporter of legal opium.
Yeah. That's why Asia that's why it was the thing back in the, you know what I'm saying? When Genghis Khan they had an opium problem. But it's just not as prevalent, it's not as popular like over here.
Genghis Khan.
Like, well, I'm just saying those eras of like when human civilization really started taking off and they really started discovering them D-rugs, it was opium, bro. They was on that. It was on that, bro.
Ingredient in opioid painkillers like morphine, with this one tiny island producing 50.
When I said it's not as popular, I meant like the go-to drug over it. Like we over here, they on that meth, that heroin, and that. You know, it might stem from that, but it's not pure opium like it was.
Percent of global supply. Damn. Now, opium comes from poppy milk. And to get poppy milk, you need to milk poppies. And to produce that 50% of global supply, Tasmanian farmers grow huge fields of these things across the north of the state. Oh. However, because throwing these flowers into a crafting table gives you narcotics,
right.
These fields are legally required to be under extremely tight security, which is why these same poppy farmers became extremely confused.
Mikey had a flashback to his homie Genghis Khan.
Oh my God, here we go. Go back to work, then shut up.
When f***ing crop circles showed up in the plant equivalent of a f***ing Town Hall 9 Clash of Clans base. They were understandably absolutely bewildered by this, and some people even thought it was aliens. So to figure out whether or not it was a Halo elite drawing this shit, they set up some cameras, and what they saw.
This is also crazy. This is also crazy because this put it into perspective. We have not seen crop circles in years. What happened to them?
Well, they probably just got debunked and nobody cares.
This was the big thing.
They probably just got debunked and nobody cares anymore. They probably still out there.
You forget Jimmy Dean was saying he was getting butt fucked by aliens?
Who?
The dudes that was they abducted me and probed
Jimmy
me.
Dean?
Not the real Jimmy Dean, but them farmers. They was like they probed me. You ain't never heard the story?
I remember the story.
Boy, them bro.
They was crazy.
They were they were multi-millionaire farmers talking about. Yeah, I was probed anally by the aliens and the spaceships.
Rich don't mean you got it all there, buddy.
Bro,
look at Mr. Musk. Rich don't mean.
Hey, you better stop. You better stop bringing him up. Yo, Elon, say you know he's solid.
Drawing this shit. They set up some cameras, and what they saw was this little shit breaking into the field, eating the milk-filled buds, getting absolutely
smacked,
and then hopping in circles until he passed the fuck out. They thought the f***ing Covenant were invading, and it was a drink-driving wallaby. Aussie farmers.
Yeah, they was gobsmacked.
I need to see live footage, bro. We got live footage of that shit.
Them poppy plants gotta be making that country a lot of money,
bro.
For them to let it just. Well, it's for medicine too, so I see.
And it's 50% of the world's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's because of the pharmaceutical use, not because of the. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just other people get their hands on it after it get exported and stuff. This
shrimp has a gun.
Mantis?
This isn't a Fortnite skin. This is a real f***ing animal, and it's called the pistol shrimp. Now, unsurprisingly, being named after a firearm, of course it's f***ing native to the United States of America. Where the f*** else do you think you were gonna find?
Nah, take us back to Australia, man.
Nah, hey.
Fudge.
America.
Take us back to Australia, man. We here to roast y'all, bro.
However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe, too. Now, coming in at a huge 2 inches. It is not the size of his body that makes him special, but the caliber of the big iron on his head.
Hey, he be stroking that bit down in the
he
DC.
don't. No, he don't.
And then he use that strength.
He knocking it off, bro. Huh? He knocking it off, bro.
Or should I say big claw? Yes, oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, switch hands while doing homework. Gary! No, mate, that claw is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea. So how does the claw become a gun? The answer is bubble. You see, these bad boys hunt smaller shrimp. And they start that hunt by jumping off the f***ing battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, They line up the shot, take aim, and they snap their claws together so fucking fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble hotter than the surface of the sun. This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour. The bubble then
I thought the Mantis was cool.
Cause, bro,
And that's
I need to see them fight.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to see a Mantis fight that, bro.
Bro, how strong? First of all, underwater, you only 2 inches big. And you can do your claw so fast that it sends a pressurized water bubble fast enough and hot enough to kill your prey.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
connects with the smaller shrimp and f***ing flashbangs it. This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed. Poor little fucker got quick-scoped by Faye Shrimp.
That would have been a cold name. Too bad Faze is under now, bro. But yeah, that would have been a Faze Shrimp. That probably would have been cold, bro.
This pond is hiding something scary.
This animal is so crazy they had to make a Pokemon based on it called Clawitzer.
Oh, okay.
No, not that.
Spiders.
It's worse. You see, these are cranberries, a small red fruit used in juice, sauces, and even alcohol. However, unlike many fruits which grow in luscious green fields, cranberries grow in a f***ing swamp. However, sharing a postcode with Shrek doesn't exempt cranberries from pest control issues. But rather than dumping enough toxic chemicals on the cranberry bog to qualify it as a League of Legends lobby, cranberry farmers decided to use a more interesting form of pest control. Fucking wolf spiders. That's right, in order to prevent a...
What? You have flashbacks yet?
Bro, me and Majin was down in that fucking
this game?
We was in Hotel. We was playing Hotel.
Oh, okay.
And we saw spider webs. I said, oh, Maj, we should go. As I'm going, as we run it, out the corner of my eye, I said, oh, please, God, we got to get out of here. And we were done. If that thing would have saw us, we were dead.
How big was it?
It was huge.
Because you know the ones that be on
out.
It was way bigger than the ones that be out?
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
That's right, in order to prevent a horde of bugs from devouring these innocent cranberries, our brave hell spiders are deployed to the field to protect against the horde.
Yeah.
Which works great. Until they flood the fields to harvest the cranberries, at which point the highly venomous wolf spiders start to look for the closest high point. And if you're picking the berries,
You're the hot point.
that's you. This pond.
Yeah.
You know what would have been crazy? Side tangent. If he would have had a Helldiver sponsorship off that video, that would have been hard.
That would have been hard.
That would have been hard and very creative.
Also, outside of the YouTube brain, we don't have those spiders here in America, but we do the same thing.
I can imagine.
Like in the cranberry pond, like the cranberry harvest areas out here, they release spiders. Now, some places don't. They use actual insecticide, but it's
a widespread thing.
Yeah, it's a widespread thing.
They ain't cooked. I guess they know how to, do it, bro.
I want you to imagine you're cave diving. You turn a corner.
Would never.
Never.
Would never.
Never.
And see a spider web the size of the fucking wall. I regret to inform you that no, this is not fake. This is an actual photo from the inside of a cave on the Greek-Albanian border, where scientists have discovered the world's largest spider web.
Yeah.
Located in a portion of the cave crammed to the brim with sulfur that has quite literally never seen the light of God
Why he on these gotcha addicts, like
bro? Because that's a real problem, bro.
It's got to be a real problem, bro. Reddit mod, gotcha addict, Discord moderator type.
This wall of white sticky stuff spans 1,100 square fucking feet. That is the size of a 2-bedroom fucking house. However, finding the average Australian home on the wall of a cave at Y11
the average Australian home
brings up a far scarier question. What the fuck built it? Well, to the relief of many, no, we did not discover a giant spider lair.
Thank the Lord.
Nor is this the result of a single spider with creative mode and world
It's a bunch of them.
No, it's far fucking worse.
Wait!
Because this web is the arachnid equivalent of getting the boys on for a 2-week Minecraft phase. Because this web is a collaborative effort.
Of course.
It was built by 111,000 fucking spiders.
And he touched it.
He touched it, bro. Come on, man. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all, bro? They was down there undisturbed. You don't think you touching that gonna be... Who that? Who the hell touching my shit?
They gonna think it's like a whole bunch of flies and shit on
Yeah,
there,
bro. Come on, man.
That isn't a tree.
That's a fucking bird right there.
No, above it.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah, that's the bird.
It's two. It's two.
It's a fucking bird. Introducing the tawny frogmouth, a species of bird found in the land down under, and Australia's
We back to roasting Australia. Yeah.
very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim stealth build.
Hey.
Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it.
Barely.
Yeah, you can. You can see that one. Did you see the one right fucking next to it?
I did, sir. Sir, I passed the test, but
Hey,
in
bro.
real life, I wouldn't have saw that bitch.
Now, the important question is, why the fuck do these things have predator camo? Well, there's 2 reasons. First of all being,
From
it's
Australia.
fucking Australia.
They need something.
Yeah.
You see, these bad boys are primarily nocturnal, staying on the move during the night and dive bombing unaware insects to meet their bulking goals.
Right.
However, that means that during the day, they sleep.
Oh, they gotta be
And
hidden.
in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or fucking drop kicked to death, laying down in the wrong spot can turn a short nap into the forever sleep. So, in order to prevent themselves from becoming an item on a snake's KFC order, these tactical chickens evolved the ghillie suit to basically allow them to fucking disappear.
Can't snakes see thermal? Can't they see like body temperature? Or is that a myth?
Probably 1 or 2 species of snakes, maybe.
Okay.
These tactical chickens evolved the ghillie suit to basically allow them to fucking disappear. Being practically invisible allows them to unlock their second passive, fucking DoorDash. You see, these guys are so fucking good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators mistake them for
The
Groot,
prey.
but so does their prey. And so,
they be-
whenever they take a nap, they just leave their mouths open a little bit.
Oh.
And whenever some poor ant just tries to walk his way to
Hey,
work,
new tech.
he instead DoorDashes himself directly into its fucking mouth.
New tech. I caught a roach like that once in my cousin's house. I said, "You dirty bitches. Why you get on your phone?" Bro, they let us fall asleep on the floor, bro.
Siri, make sure you burn all the cups in the house.
Bro, they let us fall asleep on the floor, and me being a young 7, 8-year-old, maybe even 6, you know, I'm on the floor. I done fell asleep. They talking about some, yeah, it had. I say, you.
Oh, they saw it?
Oh, somebody saw it. I said, oh.
No.
Or maybe it was a dream. I don't remember that, but I remember it, though. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it was just a dream. Hopefully it was just a dream.
I remember one of my cousins ruined Honey Smacks for me. I had never ate it before. And I was like, y'all got some cereal? He's like, yeah, we got Honey Smacks. What's... Mama come pick me up.
What was in it?
Nigga, I poured the cereal. I'm looking at it. Like, this is y'all. Mind you, they all had poured them bowls and was punishing it.
They good. They decent. Yeah.
I'm like, this is y'all eating. So I get some milk. I pour the milk. The fucking roaches start crawling out the bowl.
Ah!
I'll put the bowl down. I say, Mama, come get me. That was the last time I spent the night at somebody's house.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be paranoid at people's house, bro. If it looked like it could, anywhere can have roaches.
But if it looked roachified,
but if it looked roachified, I'm like, this dish, this, boy, I used to be even little. As a 10-year, I was paranoid, boy.
Australia just found a new insect. And in a certified Australia moment, it is unironically called the fucking Lucifer bee. Because of course
it was.
I'm not gonna lie. Cold names y'all be coming with. Hey, the name let me know what I'm dealing with. That's all. The name of that bug let me know what I'm dealing with. Thank you.
Where the killer hornet at, bro? What he was putting up. He had a generation run at the
killer bee. And the killer, that killer hornet.
Killer hornet, yeah.
That killer, yeah.
Of course we have the Satan bee. The snakes and the spiders and the fucking dinosaurs weren't enough. No. Now I gotta
see. Okay, it just came to me. The lady on TikTok, the Australian lady on TikTok, that was like, "Well, why are y'all scared of our animals and insects and stuff? Y'all got cougars and bears and in America, blah, and moose, blah blah." Yes, you right. Most of us don't live by that. Y'all snakes and spiders and be in the toilets.
I just said that.
In the. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, valid.
Yeah, nah.
But now seeing that these images,
it's crazy.
It's no longer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No longer.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, no, bro, they're everywhere out there.
Yeah, they're no longer valid, twin.
I dodge a rejected doom enemy on my walk to work. Discovered in the closest climate to hell on Earth, Western Australia, these bad boys were named after the Lord of Hell for two reasons. The first of which being the giant fucking demon horns bolted to their heads.
Okay.
Now, those horns aren't just there to look scary. They're actually a defensive mechanism to protect the demon bees from bigger predators. However, only the ladies of the species stay strapped, as the horns are only found on females. Meaning a more accurate name for these absolute girl bosses is the Karlak bee. But a pair of spirit Halloween horns can't be the only reason they're named after the devil, right?
They're aggressive?
I mean, there's gotta be fucking something else. Like, do they spit fire? Maybe they've got a pitchfork for a stinger that injects you with fucking acid venom.
What is
the
it,
answer
bro?
to that is, no. It's a normal fucking honeybee. The actual reason is that lead researcher, Dr. Kit Prendergast, was watching the fucking Netflix show. And this isn't even the first time she's done something like this. She named another species after her pet dog. Fucking base.
I mean, hey, shout out to her, bro. Yes, it's named after my dog. How could you tell? Hey, man, she leaving her imprint on the world, bro. I mess with it. I don't know about y'all. Fair enough.
Australia has dancing spiders.
I remember
Allow me to introduce you to the land down under's most fabulous arachnid, the peacock spider.
Yeah.
Now, this 8-legged pride flag is not remotely dangerous to humans.
Okay.
It's got full venom.
Okay, yeah. That's still cool, bro. That's cool.
Tiny fangs, and as far as size goes, they're the spider equivalent of a fucking gnome.
Still wouldn't touch
What
it.
makes these little guys interesting is their love lives. You see, not unlike normal peacocks, it's only the males of the species that are running the RGB gamer lights. But why are they built like a Razer laptop? Well, because spiders can't just post up with a dead fly on Tinder and start swiping. No, the boys here have to...
put on the show.
Imagine animals. Yeah, that's what I caught. Because that's what the hunters be doing. All the hunter dudes, when they Tinder profile, they be posting up with the hog, with the deer. They be posting up. Yeah, this one I be outside, shawty.
Track the lady the old-fashioned way. Shake an ass.
Yeah, shake that. Okay.
You see, in order to find the
Okay.
mate, peacock spiders head out to the club and find a lady across the dance floor. They then lock eyes with her, and as the song changes, they raise that coloured dump truck to the sky.
Shake that thing.
Start playing Dance Dance f***ing Revolution, baby. Now, as he dances, the female spider watches very closely. Not only paying attention to the movements of the dance, but also the fucking vibrations. And if our protagonist here can nail Osu Valentine's Edition just right, the female spider will slowly approach, lean in for a kiss, and...
Respect. That nigga out there. Oh, she coming. Oh, she coming. Oh, she coming. If that was what we had to do, I'd be cooked. I ain't gonna lie.
But here's the thing. If he fucks up the dance, he fails the charisma check. And if he fucks the charisma check,
She tell everybody?
he's no longer boyfriend material.
It's food.
He's a fucking Happy Meal.
Oh, she coming. She coming. She's going. Oh my God. Okay, I really mess with them now. I really mess with them.
This turtle breathes through its butt.
What the fudge?
No, this is not a joke. This is a Fitzroy River turtle, native to the land down under, and as with most of the shit found in God's drafts folder, its existence begs a single question.
Ugly.
Fucking why?
Yeah.
Well, these little guys are freshwater bottom feeders, snatching and consuming the children of aquatic insects and munching down on the occasional ribbon.
Question. Okay, the why for this turtle is bringing me back to the why. And for another species, why, or have we figured out? I haven't figured it out. I keep forgetting to Google it. The fuck do cockroaches exist for? I think about it, but I never fucking take the time to look it up. Do we know what the hell they here for? Like I can justify a snake here to eat this, and the spider's here to do this, and the what the fuck?
Plagues? Plagues.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna look it up.
And as with most river turtle species, this requires them to spend most of their time in the water. Now, rather than doing what most turtles do and developing an insane lung capacity, the Fitzroy decided to evolve a set of gills alongside their lungs to allow them to stay underwater for 3 weeks at a time.
Hello, how are you? 3 weeks later.
Hey.
I'm under the water.
However, when placing the gills, God was absolutely
crazy comparison. Y'all know why. We need to start watching these scammer payback videos, bro. These do not redeem it. Do not redeem it. We need to start watching them bitches, bro. They so good. I'm sorry.
Plastic. And instead of placing them on the neck like a normal animal, he slipped on a beer can and not only placed them on its ass, but inside of it. And you know what makes this even worse? Turtles do not have a single purpose hole like you or me. They have a cloaca, which is the fucking Swiss Army knife of holes. This means that Fitzroy River turtles shit, piss, breathe, and fucking mate out of the same hole.
I can see. I'm glad I was never born a turtle. You know what I'm saying?
Or a male spider, cause they doing them dirty out here in these streets,
bro. Why you made this world like this?
What you?
You was there at the Big Bang.
No, I wasn't.
I mean, I know you co-signed.
This tree grows grenades.
What the hell is?
Oh, I saw this on TikTok.
You see, this is a sandbox tree, native to South America, and before we even...
Okay, now, we need to start talking about South America and this Amazon, bro. We be on Australia. We need to start talking about these damn, Latinos.
Talk about it. The Latinas?
Latinas. Latin America, whatever the hell you want to call them. They not all. Are they all technically Hispanic? Would that be a correct? I was trying to find a word for all of the motherfuckers outside of South Americans. Type B. You know what I'm saying? Why are you judging? Is that wrong? So what the hell you laughing at? What? But anyway, they got that shit down there too, bro.
Address the frag grenades growing in the branches. We are going to start at the bottom of the tree because I feel it's important that you understand that this tree was designed from the roots up by God himself to f***ing hurt you. Growing up to a staggering 60 meters in height. The first phase of the
y'all ever walk by downtown? Like, it don't matter what city. You buy your skyscrapers, and you be like, if this bitch, that make 9/11 so fucking scary. You down there. You know how far you gotta run? Oh my God.
boss fight that is this tree is the giant, inch-long, rock-solid bark combat knives covering the thing from top to bottom.
Ain't no climbing
Now,
there.
if Groot's cousin being armed like the average British resident was not enough to stop you from getting too close, touching the tree will immediately make you realise it is not ribbed for your pleasure.
Of course not.
It's for your f***ing poison. Yep, as if the spikes weren't enough, the sap of the sandbox tree is very f***ing toxic, causing severe itching and rashes on contact, and if you some f***ing how get it into your eye, it will temporarily blind you.
At least it's temporary.
That all pales in comparison to what you came here for.
My God.
The reason, the other name for this thing is the fucking dynamite tree. The fruit. You see, these fruits aren't meant to be eaten. In fact, they're poisonous. Put it in your mouth, you'll cramp up, vomit, and shit yourself. No.
Oh, sucks for the one that discovered that. Oh, it's a poison tree, but it do got fruit on it though. First person to try it. Boy, no, don't eat it. Don't eat it.
They are made to spread the seeds of the sandbox tree in the most American way humanly possible. Explosions. The fruits are basically seed-filled time bombs. As once mature, they begin to dry out. As they dry, they shrink, and they slowly begin bending against their stems. The tension gets too high, snaps the fibers, holding it against the stem, and the whole thing explodes like a frag grenade, sending seeds flying up to 240 kilometers an hour. This tree.
I'm good.
At least they surviving.
I'm good staying where I'm at in the world, bro.
At least they surviving and breathing.
I'm good staying where I'm at in the world, bro.
Wow. You didn't have to do all that to survive, tree, but like, the other trees are doing pretty well for themselves. Well. We have no reason to cut them down, so you know, respect. Damn, nature, you scary. What is
This is the world's deadliest tree.
Oh, wait, you deadlier than the
Introducing
last
the
one?
Manchineal tree, found in the United States of America and the Caribbean, and you may be wondering, what makes it so deadly? And the answer is that when growing this thing, God used the same design philosophy that Miyazaki uses when he puts a swamp in a FromSoft game. Because even thinking about the fucking thing will poison you.
Leave me alone!
The entire tree, from root to stem, contains more toxicity than a league lobby, and that starts with the sap. This thick, sticky, white substance is not only found inside the tree, but thinly coats the entire thing, not unlike the sock under your bed.
Damn.
This is a problem because it contains...
Nah, if you got a sock like that in your room, for whatever reason, whatever reason,
some hot water.
you are the problem, okay? I don't care if you didn't stroke into that bit. If you got a sock like that in your room for any reason, you the problem, bro.
Run that bitch under some hot water, bro.
Get some help.
contains 3 separate toxins that will seep into your system if you so much as f***ing brush the thing, causing severe itching, swelling, and chemical burns.
I think it's just because of allergies.
Getting toxic shock from just touching the thing isn't enough for you? Well, you'll be happy to know that eating the fruit on it can just kill you.
Somebody had to find out.
Hey, pause. More pause. If you want a perfect clip to put in your video, go to Internet Aaron on TikTok or Instagram. It's perfect for moments like this. And it's gonna be a hightail moment. It just goes to it look like it don't do nothing, and then boom, they're dead. It's perfect.
Yeah, I like that. Shameless plug. I like that.
I'm saying.
I like that. You know
Mikey blew us up.
Wow. Okay, he lied.
Sap does to your skin, the fruit essentially does to your throat and internal organs. So just a few bites of Satan's apple here will cause you to start choking before you experience the worst stomach pain of your entire life, collapse to the ground, puke your guts up, and then start
Somebody
shitting
had
out.
to find out.
But the f***ed up part is even if you don't eat the fruit or touch the tree, it can still poison you.
And by air? By air.
How? Well, let's say you're walking outside and suddenly it starts pissing down with rain. Thinking quickly, you run for cover under the branches of a tree, a manchineel tree. The rain hits the leaves, branches of the tree, mixes with the toxic sap, and then falls directly onto your fucking head.
So you gotta be aware
Of what that is.
of what that tree is. You can't take no chances, bro. And that bit look like it's in a park.
Bro, like that.
He doesn't mention it, but if you burn it, the fumes also kill you. So you're sorta right there.
Spiders are scary, but hey, at least they can't get you in the water, right?
Nope.
Yeah, that nightmare is a fishing spider, native to the land down under because of
We're back.
course it fucking is. And you may be wondering why the fuck this thing is pulling a Jesus. Well, you see, fishing spiders have no webs, which means they can't just wait for a fly to clothesline itself when they're hungry. No, when they want to feed, they gotta hop in the ute, drive down to the waterfront, and get ready to do some serious fishing. Now, last I checked, spiders can't just go down to BCF and buy a fishing rod. No, these little guys need to get hands-on. Or, should I say feet? Because they start their hunt by resting their forelegs on the water's surface. These legs are covered in incredibly sensitive hairs, which detect tiny little ripples and vibrations from the water.
Of course.
Basically giving them their prey's fucking IP address. Not only finding their location, but also doxing what fucking species it is. Uncooked fish finger located. All that's left to do is, you know, go out and grab him.
So they can use the vibration to tell if it's little enough or big enough or too big for them. How it swim, how it move, what it look like.
Can I kill it? Yeah, I can kill it. Alright, that's literally what it's doing.
It's moving. The vibrations are telling me. It's the psychics with the ball. The vibrations are
You had
telling
a
me.
grandmother, and your grandmother was your mother's mom.
But, how? Well, no, he's not wearing 4 pairs of Frostwalker boots. Those long legs are also coated in hydrophobic hair. This allows them to put their weight on the water without breaking the surface tension. This means that when they see their prey,
new tech,
they can
baby.
simply Jesus towards it at Mach 5 and fucking grab it.
Oh, it missed.
Biting it with venomous fangs that inject, you guessed it,
Neurotoxin.
Say the line, Bart.
Neurotoxin.
neurotoxin.
Yup.
And once it's paralyzed, they drag it back to the shore and have a feed.
I feel so bad for minnows, bro. We do them so dirty. And then you be like, oh, I ain't used these minnows today. Let me throw them back. And now they getting hunted by.
Bro, they can't even breathe in the regular water.
Wait, this one's too small. We gotta throw him back.
Be free.
Oh,
Damn.
that was messed up, bro.
this plant explodes.
Of course it does.
But what? Well, you see, this is a squirting cucumber.
Okay.
Stop giggling. I see you laughing. Stop
We're
it.
not.
This is serious. These things are found worldwide, and to understand where this thing got its name, you need to understand how most plants spread their seeds. You see, most of the time, plants store their seeds in their fruit. Birds then swoop down, grab their food.
So does this one not pollinate? It just shoots.
It's pollination is the.
I just can't. Hey, who get nutted on by this plant? Y'all get nutted on by seeds.
Drive through, eat it, and fuck off. They then digest the flesh of the fruit, but shit out the seeds. Seeds hit the ground, get fertilized, and the cycle begins anew. But the squirter is poisonous.
Need a
Every
way.
single part of the plant is
a
toxic,
way.
so if Tweety here eats it, he's gonna become a KFC family bucket. So if that's the case,
Oh, he gonna become that anyway.
how does it spread its seed?
Fire, black fire.
Same way you do. You see, the cuke stores its seeds in the fruits as well, but the fruits are made up of very soft cells, and as they grow, they slowly fill with moisture. This moisture causes them to swell and inflate, increasing pressure on the inside of
I'm finna blow. I'm sorry.
fruit. That pressure builds. The fruit stretches until
Why you saying
finally
it like this?
all that pressure is too much for the stem to bear, and it pops out like the pin in a grenade. And with that opening, all those seeds and all that pressure finally has somewhere to go. So, in order to spread its seed far and wide, it busts. This is one of the oldest creatures on the planet.
Who's that Pokemon?
We got a boomer! Introducing the horseshoe crab. Found under the sea in the Atlantic,
Do they
Indian,
eat
and
them
Pacific Oceans. And when I said old, I didn't mean individually. These little guys disconnect from the server at around age 40. And as far as their actual lives go, they're kind of boring. They're bottom feeders with zero offensive capability, and the only reason they have a tail is that without it, they would die if you flipped them onto their backs.
Oh.
No, when I
that's
say
how they-
old, I mean as a species. Because these things are walking fossils that have been running the exact same basic ass build,
Forever.
completely unchanged,
Forever.
for millions of years.
There's no need to evolve, twin. They got this.
So that means they don't have any real natural predators.
Low key.
And like, there's no reason for them to evolve. They might know something. You know what I'm saying?
they might know
Just like Mikey. Mikey knew something. That's why
What's wrong with you?
What he good? I mean, you haven't evolved. You've been the same.
We going back to the video,
but you've been
No,
the same since
no,
time started.
no.
How many millions?
Like,
Well,
since-
here's a
wait,
list
wait,
of
it's
events
still on me.
that this little guy...
It's still on me.
You put it on
They
you.
still looking at me.
You put it on
They
you.
still looking at me. Alright? You've been around since before dawn. Since before the sun was even gaseous. And you crashing out on us because we say you know something too.
Hey, all votes in the comments to retire the oldest time joke, bro. It's over, bro. It's a wrap, bro. We retired it right here, right now. Down with evolution.
Hey, somebody please zoom in on his eyes.
unchanged for millions of years. How many millions? Well, here is a list of events that this little guy's family tree has lived through. The fall of Rome. The evolution of humankind.
Go back, I want to be monkey.
The Ice Age. God tossing a
Jesus
rock
Christ.
at the big-ass lizards.
Lizard.
Hell, this little fucker watched the first fish crawl onto land and was underwater when the first tree spawned.
Whoa.
Wait, it's been
I think
here
the
that long?
best way I can put this into perspective is that not unlike the way the Earth orbits the sun orbits the Milky Way. Now, this process takes around 225 million years to complete. Damn. The horseshoe crab has done it twice.
Jeez, it's been that long.
To not evolve, bro. They own to something, bro. We need to get their DLC, bro. Bro, what is this?
Is the world's fastest chicken.
A roadrunner. Is that a roadrunner?
Yeah, this is the Tasmanian native hen.
Oh,
Except
hen?
no one fucking calls it that shit. We call it the turbo chook.
The turbo chook. That's a great name. Fuck it, right?
This bad boy is from the land down under. More
course it
specifically, it's only found in my home state of Tasmania. And as you may have guessed by that nickname,
Oh, Australia now. That makes so much fucking sense.
Lightning McChicken here is built for exactly one
reputation.
purpose. Speed.
I am speed.
Get him going.
But before I address it violating the speed limit, I've got to address the fact that it's a fucking fraud. So despite that name, it is not remotely related to a chicken. It's actually from a family of waterfowl called rails.
I told you, bro. I know my birds. I know my birds.
You know
I know
what I'm saying? Real chicken eater. You feel me?
No, I know. Bro, you forget I'm a scientist. You forget. I did my. Did you know it was a foul? No, you didn't. Shut up. God damn. See, this is why I keep trying to. Every time you go to sleep, I be extracting your DNA to figure out how you live so long.
Around 50 centimeters long, tips the scales at 1.5 kilos,
How fast
and
they move,
importantly, cannot fly for shit.
Yeah, they gotta run, bro.
In fact, it is completely flightless. And that is a little bit of an issue because this is Australia, where at any given point, this mobile KFC bucket is a rock's throw from a fucking
But
snake.
they probably got reflexes. Oh!
However, Sonic the Hedgehog...
Boy, even if that's my own snake,
I don't
like,
think that
yo!
how she reacted, that ain't hers.
I don't know. It gotta be hers. How the fuck that get it?
Nah, cause she tweaked.
What?
She tweaked.
is a rock's throw from a fucking snake.
That's not hers. That's not hers.
However, Sonic the Hedgehog didn't trade in that pilot license for nothing. See, they still have wings. They just don't use them to fly.
They use them
as a spoiler. Because when threatened, they don't fuck off into the clouds. No, Hen Racer here just drops gear into first, punches the throttle, and fucking tears off at 52 kilometers an hour.
Bro, something that little running 32 of them things is quite impressive.
Drop a gear and disappear,
Hey,
bro.
man.
I think you understand how fucking insane it is for something the size of a chihuahua to break the speed limit in a school zone. So let me make a comparison to Australia's other flightless bird, the one we lost to war to. Emus are 2 meters tall, and when they run, they cover 3 meters per step. That is a total of 6 whole native hens per single emu footstep. So you would assume the emu gaps the fucking hen.
Nope.
Right?
Oh.
Wrong. Hen Verstappen and the war turkey are the same speed. How the
Yeah, that's
fuck?
fast. That's fast, bro.
Nah, bro.
That's what you see. Like when you see Usain Bolt run, you see the stride. When you see the shorter people,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This brings back the fact that Australia, y'all are nothing but losers.
what?
How y'all lose to them ugly ass birds, bro? Me and Mike, we'll wipe them whole fuckers out. Yes, we would, bro. Yes, we would, bro. Mike used his special ability chicken fucker, and it's over.
Man, what?
What?
What does your brain
What do you mean?
just devolve into, bro?
What did I do?
You did a lot,
did I
bro.
do?
You did a lot, dude.
What did I do?
You did
This
a lot.
isn't a snake. It's a bug.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This
it's faking
is
it.
the very creatively named snake-headed caterpillar,
Caterpillar, yeah.
found wriggling around in South America, and the reason they're dressed up like the average Australian resident
protect
is to
themselves,
scare
bro.
people.
Yeah.
See, caterpillars exist for exactly one reason, to spin up a cocoon and Pokemon evolve into a moth or butterfly.
Give me
Now,
land.
in order to achieve this, they need to be not fucking dead, which is a little difficult when everything under the sun is
gonna
trying
eat
to eat them.
Yeah.
Mission failed.
Birds, wasps, spiders, frogs, you name it,
I'm
they...
not gonna lie, for they predators, that's easy meal, twin. That's easy pickings.
Bro,
Oh, they in a cocoon.
Well, I don't think the cocoon's edible.
I would have. Then why else would they need to do it while they cocoon it?
I thought he was saying before they cocoon.
It looked to me. It seemed like we about to find out, but it seemed like they was doing it in that process to protect it. When they defenseless can't move, then you know.
They all look at a caterpillar as the world's freest meal. I mean, it's basically a sentient, slow-moving hot dog with zero escape strategy. So how does the very hungry caterpillar avoid the very hungry everything else?
Hey, yo.
Hello. Well, some choose camouflage, others become more toxic than a league lobby. But the snakehead chose cosplay. Well, if you want to get technical, the scientific term is mimicry. As we've established, caterpillars are weak, light work for their predators. You know what is...
What is you doing?
I'm just seeing how weak you are. I know you got predators out there.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying? I
don't
get
you
rid
got,
of my
like,
foes.
isn't there other like space entities
I
trying
get
to
rid of
kill
my
you?
foes. Tight shit.
You just did that.
Space.
King Kong.
I shouldn't have.
King
You
Kong.
right. They got nothing on me, nigga.
Isn't light work a fucking snake? Which is why when threatened, these little guys will force air and blood into their head, causing it to inflate.
Oh.
They then shake that shit in the air, perfectly mimicking a venomous snake. Whatever was about to eat them sees their free meal turn into fucking rattlesnake Jake, becomes shit
up outta
scared,
there, yeah.
and runs the fuck away.
Does it work?
It's gotta work a lot of the time.
Why are you running?
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, its entire defense is just becoming a scary, wacky, waving tube, man.
If it work,
You
it work.
don't want to bite this?
You don't want none of this. This is shit right here.
Australia doesn't
we
have
back in
the Easter Bunny.
Australia.
We have
Wait,
this
what?
thing.
Who's that Pokemon?
You see, after the first Easter Bunny was clapped by a snake 5 minutes into his down under egg run,
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
his replacement took one look at Australia, said, and I quote, "Fuck that," which is why we have the Easter Bilby. Yes, this cute little kangaroo rat is a real animal, and he is way better suited to the job than that fuck-ass rabbit.
Not gonna lie, I seen a rabbit video early on Chills Little Donna's IG, bruh. Gone. Ran from 2 dogs for like fucking 5 minutes straight. They catch up, juke. They catch up, juke. 5 minutes, boy.
That nigga's like, I want to live.
Gone, man. That nigga was out of there. He
First
survived.
off, Bilbies are marsupials, which means they've got a pouch for carrying around their kids like a kangaroo. But the mobile daycare also gives them extra inventory slots for Easter eggs, compared to the rabbit, who I can only assume is hiding the eggs up his fucking ass.
Yeah.
Type shit.
They can also deliver
you get
you
his
chocolate
power.
across the Australian desert without dying in the heat. Because those big-ass Dumbo ears basically work as a car radiator, dissipating their body heat in order to cool them off in God's air fryer.
Evolution.
But most importantly, the Easter Bilby is doing his part to save his species. Here's a fun fact for you. In Australia, rabbits are cunts.
You can't just jump out here.
They are an invasive species, and they
Oh
fuck
yeah,
up the
because
environment.
rabbits be getting busy.
Yeah.
Rabbits be going crazy. Hey, it's the reason there's a lot of rabbits. Maybe where you live, they getting busy, getting down.
By mowing down all the food meant for native animals. On top of this, they break into bilby burrows and steal them. That, coupled with being hunted by invasive foxes and feral cats, mean the greater bilby is critically endangered. The real reason the Easter bilby exists is to raise awareness for this, with a chunk of the cash made from selling bilby chocolates being donated to save the species. Unlike
cool.
that
That's
bunny
nice.
who charges
Yeah.
me $15 fucking for a...
Yeah, I'm never going there. Y'all
What
gotta
the
pay $15 for an egg?
For a little
Chocolate bunny?
chocolate?
Nah, bro.
Get the hell out of here.
rabbit and tells me to fuck myself.
Oh my god. I am never gonna financially
recover from this. That's the
So, in
scene.
conclusion, that greedy colonising rabbit,
Yep.
the Bilby clears.
Hey! Yeah. I like that Bilby, bro. You know what I mean? We about to
No,
hell.
this is not a video of hell. This is completely
Wait, is it real?
unedited.
What?
It's real?
Unedited?
It's real?
This is real, Aaron.
Yeah, never going.
Never.
That's the gates of hell.
Boy, what the f are we looking at?
No filters footage from Western Australia.
See, I already knew. I didn't plan on going over here anyway.
I was planning. I'm not going. I'm not going to Australia. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
We going, bro.
You go by
Come on,
yourself.
bro.
No.
We got people to visit.
Shout out to them boys.
got people to
Matter of
visit,
fact,
bro.
they here now. I'm gonna go see what's up to them.
And you may be wondering, how the fuck does it look like a Terraria blood moon? Well, the answer to that question is sand.
I don't like sand.
Here's a fun fact for you. Australia is the world's largest exporter of iron ore. And 96% of that shit is pulled out of the ground in Western Australia. And the reason we excavate whole chunks there is because the place is sitting on 55 billion, with a B, tons of ore. The whole fucking state is basically just a desert biome covered in iron farms.
Damn, they over there
And
going
that
crazy.
iron isn't just found at Y11. No, there is actual fucking rust in the dirt and sand, which tints the whole fucking desert red.
Oh, that's fucking cool. I would have never thought. That's a boy.
Bro, I'm never going there.
That's fucking. That's.
I keep getting more and more reasons not to go to this place.
That
is cool, though.
That's cool as
And
hell.
that red sand is why WA looks like fucking Caled. See, as if the animals trying to kill us
Sandstorm?
wasn't enough. God has
He's
done a little
okay.
trolling
He's
and
okay.
spawned a tropical cyclone on
Yep.
WA's coastline. And the wind from that
shit. She's okay too.
That's an edit.
Jesus Christ, that's an edit. Yeah.
That boy kicks all that red sand into the air, blocks out the sun, and turns whatever light creeps through
to red.
blood f***ing red.
Bro.
Genuinely thought this was Armageddon, but it is just sand sending us to the tomato dimension.
Bro, these
I'm not living there, bro.
mythological biomes can be
I'm not
real.
living there, bro.
I mean, we know you're not living
I'm
there.
not going there.
Let's live
I'm not
there, you know?
visiting.
And now when we find ourselves in Australia,
Bro, just know if I end up in Australia, it was against my will, or I got some Diesel R's. Like, you
don't want to feel nothing in Australia,
hell
too?
nah, bro.
Come on, man.
Wild sharks are taking drugs.
What?
And recently, scientists in the Caribbean made quite possibly
I still
the
need to
most
watch the
fucking
movie.
terrifying discovery since the advent of the job application. You see, they were conducting a study on ocean pollution, and part of that study involved blood testing 28 sharks in the region. And when Shark RBT pulled two of Jaws' cousins over for a random test, they tested positive
For what?
for cocaine.
Oh, they do be dropping cocaine in the sea for real.
Oh, I mean, that could be. That could be the reality.
They also tested positive for caffeine and painkillers,
What?
which begs the
What?
question,
What?
how the fuck did a great white shark get great white blow?
Well, they just chomping people,
just-
bro. They just
they
eating
know.
people.
They
Just
know.
taking whatever the person got in their bloodstream, bro. Low-key.
Well, they more like this.
That's ecstasy, fool.
Well, no, they aren't doing a Narcos season in Bikini Bottom. No, sharks having the bloodstream of an Eshe in a nightclub
Damn,
is our
twin.
fucking fault. You see, tourists and rich cunts absolutely love to swing their yachts into the Caribbean, throw parties, get shit-faced, and presumably fall into the water. And I don't know if you know this, but rich people do illegal shit, which is how some Wall Street banker decides he wants to partake in some nose beers, and in his excitement, knocks the rest of the devil's dandruff into the ocean.
makes sense.
Jaws swims along, thinks it's
Yep.
food,
Tries
and
it
takes a
out.
bite.
Oh my God, shark too. They do me down and do it again. I say, ooh, I like the way your fin looking.
And thus, hey presto, Coke Sharks.
First time trying a cigarette? Let's chase the buzz.
I'm fucking tweaking!
Wild sharks.
Fucking cocaine bear and shark is not impossible, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
What's happening?
Cocaine Bear was fucking hilarious. That movie, man. It's a very bad, like poorly executed movie.
Right. Poor movie, hilarious.
That shit's so funny.
You need to watch Bad Trip.
Bad Trip.
Bad Trip. I think it's on Netflix. It's the dude that was screaming, the bright skinned dude. He was screaming on this talk show. What was he? He was screaming at I think he was screaming at a Down syndrome person or something like that.
Eric Andre. Okay.
Him. Yeah. It's him. There's a clip I think we've seen in a meme that's in that movie. Yeah, you should check that one out.
All right,
though.
This spider throws its webs. Yeah, that creepy thing is an ogre-faced spider. And as with most affronts to God, yes, you can find them
in Australia.
Come on now.
In Australia.
We already know.
And the reason it's got web slingers is its unique method of hunting. You see, most web-spinning spiders use those webs to fucking camp.
Yeah.
Spinning it between a few branches and then falling asleep waiting for a fly to clothesline itself before casually wandering over to suck its guts out like a smoothie. By contrast, ogre faces basically pull fucking trick shots. Because instead of shooting that sticky white
ogre face,
that's a man.
That's
stuff all over the walls, they shoot it on their hands.
What?
See, you may have noticed that this thing is built like an 8-legged Slender Man, and that is by design, because they start a hunt by spinning a web between their forelegs. Then they will lower themselves from a nearby branch and just kind of hang upside down in the air, doing their best stick cosplay. Then, when something makes the unfortunate mistake of getting too close, it will lunge downwards, spread its legs, wrap the bug up in a net, and then fucking yank it away into the air like it's hitting fucking Spider-Man pull-offs in Rival.
Hey man, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna do it myself, bro. Come here, girl. I'm about to eat you. You delicious.
Crack the whip.
Yeah. What?
You okay?
No.
Yeah, we've known for a while. Like, we keep trying to get you help. I think it's because you've been around so long, you're starting to deteriorate.
Once again,
see, look at
campaign in the cup.
You can't even stop. You can't even stop it, can you? Fuck. Can't even stop not looking up. No, that demon. No.
And because this is an Australian animal,
because look, when you think about it, I look up because when you stroke it and you goon it, right? You gotta look up to avoid getting. You know what I'm saying? Right here. You gotta look up so it. Hey, shit. If you a powerful comer, that's what you gotta do, twin. Don't look at me. Don't look at them like that.
That insect burrito would not be complete without a healthy injection of venom. And then they fucking eat it. Think about how fucking scary that is from a human perspective. Walking down the street at night, some cunt hits you with a rope and you're just fucking gone. This bird is attempting to reproduce with that man.
That's a bro, you just letting that bird fuck on you?
Oh my God, no.
You like that bird meat?
But why? Well, this adorable little guy is Kakapo. And the answer to the question basically boils down to the fact it fucking sucks at being a bird.
Let me guess, can't fly.
It gotta fly. It's in a tree.
It is in a tree.
That's a chubby bird.
That motherfucker. Please.
What do you say f me for?
To begin with, its wings are fucking useless.
Oh, you're right.
The Kakapo is huge, weighing in at 4 kilos, which is 2.5 kilos heavier than any other bird in the parrot family, which is probably why the Kakapo is literally the only parrot species on the fucking planet
that
can't fly.
Right. Shit.
He is so rotund that he just hops along the ground.
The queso of parrots, bro. God damn.
All right, queso, if you want to put your hands on Mikey, feel free, bro. Just let me ride in your Sprinter van.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
You're going to be gone. I'm going to be successful. So it's gonna be queso and cheese. I'm going to change my name to cheese.
Tight.
Also suck at
chip and queso.
Yo.
reproducing. See, in order to attract the mate, male kakapo fly. He is so rotund that he just hops along the ground. They also suck at reproducing. See, in order to attract a mate, male kakapo will dig a hole, plant themselves firmly in it, and then start spamming vine booms at the top of their lungs 8 hours a day for 3 months at a time.
God damn.
The problem is their call is very low pitched, which means that while females can feel it from miles off, they can't pinpoint where it's coming from.
What the is the point of how this bird has come to be?
Well, I think you about to learn.
What is happening?
I think you fucked up our genetic code of a lot of these animals because you just was having fun.
So they end up alone. When this happens, the defeated male f***s off and attempts to mate with a rock. Or, as you saw at the beginning, a journalist's head.
You're being shagged by a rare parrot.
Now, by this point, you are probably asking yourself, how the fuck has it survived this long?
That's a great question.
And the unfortunate answer is that it really fucking hasn't. See, the reason this feathered squeaky toy has evolved the survival instincts
people. There is no answer except for us.
of a crusty sock is because it is only found in New Zealand, a place that naturally has no predators. None of what I just said is a problem when you're basically playing on peaceful. Tragically, that little Union Jack in the corner of the New Zealand flag means it was colonised by the fucking British.
God damn it.
So suddenly, there are cats, dogs, and early on, people trying to turn the poor thing into a KFC bucket, and its only defensive mechanism is standing still. Their population dropped as low as 49
Oh
birds.
my God, it makes sense.
Yeah.
They deserve. They kind of deserve it. They don't deserve. Well, you get what I'm saying.
When they say that about you, it'll be a problem.
It's like,
I mean,
if
you
somebody
would know,
didn't step in, then they would just,
you know. I'm saying you survived everything. COVID, you survived
And they are
COVID
still
5 times.
critically endangered to this day.
Like, let's talk about
Certified British Empire moment.
Let's talk about like you. You
survived.
You survived COVID.
No.
You survived the bird flu.
This
Ebola.
is the world's most
From useless bird to useless fish?
useless fish.
Big his head.
You stupid.
They're not.
Yeah, mate, that aquatic pancake is a mola. Found wasting its life in oceans around the world, and a contender for the most dog shit fish build in the 7 seas.
So what would be the most dog shit animal in general? Will it be one of the birds? Would it be one of the fish?
It probably would be that bird.
Would it be?
Well, we about to find out with this joint.
Yeah,
this joint might be.
He might be slow. He might be.
You see, these things are huge, measuring at
damn.
4 meters from fin to fin, and absolutely atomizing the scales at 2,300 kilos.
Jesus!
Putting it.
Well, it's gotta be the bird. Cause that thing, while it may be useless, it's still fucking huge. So it's gotta be the bird.
We about to find out.
Firmly in the same weight class as a fucking F-150. There is, however, a problem with that size. That is all it's good at. It spent every available stat point on being a giant floating satellite dish at the cost of spending its life as a useless fucking punching bag.
We didn't need the face. You're 32.
Why, bro?
You're
Stop lying to these people,
You're
bro.
old.
Stop lying to these people, bro.
Oh, you 33?
To start with, The thing can't even swim properly.
What?
Their fins, specifically their tail, is tiny compared to the rest of their body, which makes them so
fin
at
day.
maneuvering. The only thing they can eat is jellyfish and plankton because those don't dodge.
Yeah.
Speaking of food, you may have noticed that in all of these photos, its mouth is open.
Oh, it's constantly eating.
That's because it doesn't close. God has cursed the thing to permanently pog. Oh, but evolution is not done f***ing the sunfish yet. Because funnily enough, being the size of the average American meal while having the defensive capabilities of a Tickle Me Elmo makes these things perfect targets for predators. Most of the time, animals just take f***ing bites out of them, realize they taste like shit, and then swim off, leaving a hole in their head, which somehow doesn't kill them.
Do you have any ibuprofen?
So it's gotta be the bird that's worse.
Nah, bro,
because they bite it and realize, oh, this is nasty. So they don't even like go after it as a consistent food source.
Nah, this makes it worse because the bird is at least useless for food. This nigga ain't useless for shit. Nigga, you ain't even substance. Bro, get your nasty ass fucking suck. Get your big nasty ass away from me.
You fucking
I
trash.
have a headache.
That disgusting flavor is probably due to the 50 fucking parasite species living on its body.
My God.
But flavor doesn't matter to sea lions, who will rip their fucking fins off and play frisbee with them. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, they will often swim to the surface to warm themselves up and let birds eat the parasites off of them.
Okay.
Where they are promptly hit by a boat. Their only saving grace is that they don't process pain because their brain is the size of a testicle.
Man, see,
they trash.
Trash. So okay, let's
Now,
use
granted,
use the word trash. Who's more trash, them or the bird?
I want to say them, but they also go to the top. And birds,
yeah, they so stupid that they don't feel the pain.
Nah.
They so stupid they don't feel the pain.
100% them.
Yeah.
They are blissfully unaware that they spend their entire fucking life getting jumped. Like that.
So they don't even know.
They the worst.
Damn.
They are garbage.
So you saying that getting chomped on for your whole life and never feeling it or never being aware?
Cause at least that other bird at least got goals and ambitions. It just want, I want a nut. That bird, I want a nut.
I can't do it, but I want.
Man, come here, reporter. Let me use your head.
BMW, the car company, has an emu farm.
What?
But what the f*** do the Germans want with our steroid chickens? Well, you see, a lot of complex parts have to come together to build a car. I mean, your transmission, your engine, I would say indicators, but we are talking about BMW here.
Yeah.
However, the first thing you'll notice about a car is usually the simplest. The paint. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how nice your car is. If the paint's peeling off like a banana, people are going to assume it's a fucking shit box. And that's why car companies put a lot of time and research into making sure the paint stays on your car while you slide it sideways into a tree.
Right.
One of the best ways to do that is fucking clean it. See, anything that isn't wiped off the car gets stuck under the paint when it's applied, which fucks up adhesion by moving around. And even the tiniest particles of dust can fuck it all up.
Yeah.
So, the Germans pondered, what is the best way to make sure every panel is spotless?
Ain't no way the emus.
P.
Ain't no
Emu
way.
P?
Emu P.
That's what I'm guessing.
Okay, ain't no way them emus is cleaning the car with the tongue. Bro.
And the answer they landed on is a giant off duster made...
Oh, that's even worse. That's nuts.
Of Australia's favourite feathered war criminals.
I
And
would
it
have
wasn't
never.
just BMW that...
I would have never. Like, I would have never expected. Like that was nowhere. I was like, oh, they using emu pee as a primer or some shit.
I was going goofy. I was like, they got the emus licking the parts.
They just killing them.
They just off. They breathe.
Found this out, but Audi as well. Now, Audi gets their dino turkey feathers from the source, shipping directly from the land down under.
I mean, they need to.
Now, BMW used to do the same thing, till someone at head office had a thought. Hang on, the feathers.
Why not?
If we ship over 4 emus and place them in a grid, infinite feather source. And so they airdropped Australia's big birds onto a farm in Bavaria, where a small sleeper cell of Australia's most wanted resides to this day. The funny part of this to me is that BMW went so far as shipping kaiju turkeys to make the paint on their cars look good. Just for some TikToker to buy it for clout, wrap it bright purple, and then crash it into a fucking wall.
But like, okay, so nothing comes off the feathers? Well, then, I guess not. They gotta get you.
Bro, them birds is getting slaughtered. Bro, that's some crap, bro. That gotta be getting some sort of convention, bro.
They in Germany, bro. Hey.
This monkey is getting bullied. But
why?
Why
man.
you bullying me? Well, you see, this is Punch, a Japanese macaque whose mother, immediately after giving birth to him, went out for milk and cigarettes.
Yeah, she abandoned.
Oh, is this the one that went viral?
Yeah.
The monkey that went viral? Okay.
So already not off to a great start in life, and things would not be getting easier for Punch. You see, he was born in captivity at Japan's Ichikawa Zoo, which meant that he was then introduced to the rest of the macaque population alone. No parents, no friends, nothing. But surely, it's all up from here.
No.
He might be alone now, but at least he can start making friends with his fellow primates. Right?
Nope.
They thought he would make friends.
Yeah, unfortunately, macaques treat the new kid in school about as well as Family Guy treats Meg. These guys have a very complex social hierarchy, and not unlike high school, it is enforced with bullying. So far, Punch has been smacked, dragged, and bitten, basically to tell him that he can't sit with them at their lunch table. And the bullying he cops is made worse by the fact there's no one to protect him because his mum, you know.
His mom gone.
And then after jumping him, they won't even let him get a fucking hug. Now, faced with...
He's just so little.
Bro, they treat my dog terrible, bro. First of all, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really fucking with this zoo. Cause they knew they was gonna do my nigga this bad. They knew. And then like, bro, he getting it so bad.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro.
He's so tiny.
Bro,
he's just so
Bro, they doing it. Bro, there's a clip. They drugged that nigga from one end to the other. I say, bro, y'all gotta get that little nigga out of here. Get him out of there. Save him.
With such adversity, a lesser monkey would crumble and try to leave. But making the story infinitely sadder, Punch runs off to the closest thing to family he has. A plush orangutan gifted to him by the zookeepers to try and replace his mum. When stressed, he hugs it and tries to get it to hug him back. No, I'm not fucking crying.
Bro, it's so bad. Bro, it gotta, bro, they are putting this little nigga in this bitch with these demons.
With these
and bro, take I understand there's rules to the jungle. Take that nigga out, cuz.
Bro, I don't even like I don't watch no sad stuff, no emotions, but this is sad.
Bro,
boy, this shit.
Bro, it's so bad. There's a clip. You have to see the clip, right? They took his monkey. Bro, they take that nigga monkey, right? When they take his monkey, he go to get his monkey back. They grab that nigga and just drag him across. I was like, oh y'all niggas evil. And now the zoo selling the plushie. Bro.
Oh, come on.
Right, someone's cutting onions in here.
She's actually pretty good there.
However, despite the absolutely horrendous character development he's gone through, Punch has finally managed to start making some friends.
Tight shit. Let's go.
Which is good, because for a monkey, he got off light. Had he been born a chimp, when they don't like one another, they rip each other's testicles off with their fucking teeth.
I thought that was gonna say scared. I thought he was gonna say scared. That nigga said that.
Yeah, shout out my nigga. Hey.
See, that's why I would never, if you own a pet chimp, I will never be at your house. We not even gonna be friends. Fuck that, you're boy, what?
My dog, bro. We got a friend now, though.
Yeah, at least he making friends, dude.
This pig went on an alcoholic rampage.
Whatever do you mean?
No, that's not clickbait. This really happened, and as with all good drunken rampages, our story takes place in fucking Australia. More specifically, it starts in the middle of fucking nowhere, WA, where a couple blokes were out camping. And as any good Australian would, these lads brought with them the camping essentials. Let's see here, we've got swags, box of snags from Woolies, and most important of all...
What they call them snags? Wait.
Lads brought with them the camping essentials. Let's see here, we've got swags, box of snags from...
They call sausages snags? A box of snags?
Hey, Woody... More bars. If you see this, what do you say when you guys are trying not to waste time? When you guys are, I need to know if this is a real thing. I need to know this is a real thing.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
What do the Aussies say?
So egregious.
What do the Aussies say when they try not to waste time?
Okay.
Woolies.
Somebody in the
most
comments
important of all,
the beer.
Beers.
Yeah, the beer. Victoria.
And those beers are why, at 4 in the fucking morning, these lads were suddenly ripped from sleep by a really weird sound. A low, snuffling and grunting noise, followed by the sound of bending aluminium. So, to ensure they weren't being attacked by, pick a native Australian animal, they got out of their tents, turned on a torch, and shined a light at it. And what they found was a wild pig shotgunning all of their piss. And I don't mean...
Piss is exactly what that shit tastes like. Y'all tripping for drinking, boy.
1 or 2 beers. No. Daddy Pig was on a serious bender.
Oh, he was going crazy.
Because he managed to down...
going crazy.
18 fucking cans.
Whoa!
Now, fun fact about beers. Once you hit the 18 mark, all of your stats are redistributed into strength, and you gain the frenzy debuff. This is why, after being spotted by the torch, the pig fucking sonicked away from the now empty 6-packs, knocked over the garbage cans, paused, turned around and ate the garbage, then continued sprinting to a nearby paddock where it started headbutting a fucking cow. This really pissed off the cow, who turned around to face the pig. And it was at this point, looking up at the very pissed off Big Mac, the pig realised he genuinely wasn't built for this shit.
Boy, Jake, why you took that? Jake, why the fuck would you take?
He really thought he stood a chance, bro.
Why the fuck did you think that was a man?
Like that nigga down.
Boy, I hope if we ever get any amount of financial income like them, that we don't get that delusional. Cause Jesus Christ.
Nah, cause like I just want to make movies.
This little piggy turned around and fucking booked it out of the paddock, being closely pursued by the ghost of burgers past. The cow chased him around a car for 10 minutes before giving up, leaving the still drunk pig to stumble away and pass out in a fucking bush.
Hey, he said he probably went back looking for more. I know what that. I need to feel that again.
Like, I need this, bro.
I need this. That was a great time.
Octopuses bleed blue, but why?
Why are you blue?
Well, actually, it's not just octopuses. If you lined up Gary, Larry the Lobster, and Mr. Krabs, you will find that all of them bleed Gatorade.
type shit.
Okay.
Now, this isn't just for aesthetic purposes. Running what appears to be blended up smooth through their veins actually serves an important purpose.
And what is that
And to learn
purpose?
what that is, we got to talk about your blood. You see, your circulatory system is based on iron. Iron is used to produce hemoglobin, which in turn carry oxygen around the body, allowing for you to, exist.
Yeah.
And when iron is exposed to oxygen, it oxidizes and goes red,
Yeah.
which is why when you get shanked, sprays out tomato sauce. Now here is the fun part. The cast of SpongeBob don't run on iron. Their circulatory system is
Something
based
else.
on copper. So rather than hemoglobin, the copper creates hemomyosin to cart the oxygen around. And as anyone who's ever seen the Statue of Liberty can attest, when copper oxidizes, it turns blue.
Makes sense.
Now, the reason for them evolving copper is pretty simple. Our blood fucking sucks. See, the inferior hemoglobin is far less efficient at binding oxygen than the Chad hemocyanin.
Oh, damn!
All right, time for me to get back to my experiment, bro.
Come on, scientist, tell us what it is.
I need to draw some more blood from you when you sleep tonight.
More?
Yeah. I draw blood like once every 6 months.
That's what
I'm trying to stop Dracula.
Come on.
Bro, Dracula, last time Dracula showed up with a hammer. He ain't have pants. He was like, where's Michael? I was like, I can't let you have my dog. He's like, where's Michael?
You should have let him take me, bro.
All right, bro. Okay. You about to
And
sound
considering
like a whore.
all of these bad boys live or travel through incredibly cold, low oxygen environments, they need to get the most out of every breath they take. They basically switched evolution teams from red to blue because red blood has a skill issue.
Bro, I used to love
That's hard.
playing as Dr. Fate in Injustice 2. And once you beat a nigga ass, that nigga starts stacking gang signs. Boy, that beep.
Brought you back, bro.
Boy, hey.
Brought you back. I'm playing one more time, bro. Brought you back, bro. Oh.
Australia's Prime Minister disappeared.
Wait, where you go?
No, that is not a joke. This is Harold Holt, the 17th Prime Minister of Australia. And when I say he disappeared, I don't mean he retired from public life, never to be heard from again. I mean, we literally fucking lost him midway through his term. That is like the Secret Service losing the fucking president.
Let me be clear.
How the fuck did you do that?
Which begs a very important question.
Never thought he'd make a video like this, by the way. But hey, fuck it. Let's get it.
How?
He's kidnapped by an animal.
Well, you see, Holt was
kangaroo.
elected Prime Minister in 1966. And one of the most well-known facts about him was that he fucking loved the ocean.
Be free!
Which is why,
Makes
on
sense.
December 17th,
Makes
1967, while taking a day off from leading Spider Island, Holt convinced his mates to shop for a cheeky swim before they went out to lunch. And so they pulled into Chevrolet Beach in Victoria.
Gone.
Now, on that day, the ocean was, putting it lightly, fucked.
Don't go in it. Just don't go in it.
See, you not a real water guy. What the fuck is that? What are you doing?
Don't go in it.
I worry about you sometimes.
I know you do. Yeah.
And so all of Holt's friends warned him that maybe visiting Nemo today was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Holt responded,
Oh, so they...
and I quote, "I know this beach like the back of my hand." Hopped into the water, started swimming away from the shore. And he kept swimming. Further. And further. Yeah, right, mate, that's far enough. You can come back now.
This is proof that our brains don't really change that much. This nigga old as shit, thinking he swim like he 25. Nigga. Well, he learned. Well, he didn't learn.
I don't think he did.
Yeah. Well, no. For a split second, he had to have learned. For a split second, he had to.
By the time that split second happened, it was too late. It wasn't. He didn't learn. It was.
No, well, I doubt it, cause like most likely he was out there and it was like oh shit, I can't.
Nah,
then something happened.
Cause I'm telling you, bro, he went. I remember this story. You know what I'm saying? Me and history. He went out there. He was like, all right, I made it far enough. Let me turn around. One turn around. Ooh.
That's not how you fucking drown.
That's how he drowned, bro.
He could swim,
bro. That's how
he had to have a couple of seconds of thinking, I'm fucked.
Nah, bro. That's how he drowned, bro.
You don't die instantly when you drown, bro.
Yes, it is, bro. Trust, bro.
Wait, where the f is he? Yeah, they completely lost sight of him. Because the Prime Minister was f***ing gone. This caused the leaderless Australian government to themselves and start playing Where's Holter.
I'm under the water. I know that news
Search and rescue teams scoured the coast for weeks and came up with absolutely f***ing nothing.
Prime Minister!
I told you, bro. I told you. But wait, there's more to the story, Trevor. Yeah, Trevor.
Not even a body. The sitting Prime Minister had vanished without a trace. Some conspiracy theorists say he got picked up by a submarine. The odds are he drowned.
Yeah.
But most importantly, with the tragic loss of our nation's Prime Minister at sea, how did we choose to commemorate the man who was clapped by the ocean?
Named the beach after him.
Oh no.
I'm glad you asked that question, because we named a fucking swimming pool after him.
That's crazy.
That's actually pretty damn ironic.
People hate this groundhog. But why?
I mean, what is it, bro?
Well, because this is no ordinary hog. This distinguished gentleman is Punxsutawney Phil, a resident of the US of A, specifically the town of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where he has a very important job. He predicts the weather. And he does it through the Groundhog Day ceremony. But what the f is that? Well, basically, every year on the 2nd of February, crowds gather at the Gobbler's Knob. Stop laughing. This is a very serious ceremony. Quit it. And
bro,
then,
when you think about it retrospectively, this is one of the dumbest shit we do. Like we do, like shit you hear about in movies. Like, why are you changing the time back? Like daylight savings. Like that's another very dumb thing. Yeah, this groundhog, if he sees a shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. What the fuck, man? Somebody put that nigga on the grill.
Well, nigga, what are we doing, man?
Dawn, the unbelievably dripped out inner circle of the Groundhog Club, retrieve the allegedly 140-year-old Phil from his knob.
He's a different groundhog every couple of years, but
Phil then selects a scroll from the tip of the knob based on whether or not he saw his shadow when being yanked from his home. And if he did see his shadow, winter will last for 6 more weeks. And this year, Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of Mayalt.
Winter, in fact, did not. Well, for us at least.
February? What is it?
It did not last 6
What
more
is it? What is it right now?
It is April.
It did last 6 more weeks.
Boy, it did. Boy, do you not realize this winter felt like it was nothing?
It did last 6 more weeks. You forget we went up north, twin.
Huh?
We went up north. It was still cold up north. You know what I'm saying?
And for some reason, this year, that prediction has royally pissed off many people online.
They was mad. They was mad.
See, I just think he's doing his fucking job. But the tweet that shared his prediction has some of the most angry yet fucking hilarious responses. And I made this video to read you the best of them.
Hey, Duddy Mans.
Turn him into a steak. That groundhog is going in the microwave. If I saw Punxsutawney Phil, I would punt him like a football.
Shadow.
And last but not least, POV, you are the deep fryer at Raising Cane.
Nigga gone, bro.
They done done tricked them people into thinking this groundhog done lived for 100 years,
bro. We all know it ain't, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's
not to them.
They know, bro. It's all the ceremony, bro. Everybody knows it's fake, bro. But I'm just saying,
scientists have
put it down.
Put it down. Let's let that go. Let's let daylight savings go. Let's let that go. That town that's in the other side of the world that's like, oh, it's still 2013 or whatever.
Oh, what the fuck is that? What? No, it's a country.
Yeah.
It's a country.
Oh, yeah.
Who went there? Speed went there.
We use a different calendar.
It was one of the main ones. Was it Nigeria?
I don't remember, bro. I just know it was dumb.
It was one.
Like, bro, your calendar different than the one that. Come on, bro. All right, bro.
Scientists have created a new fish.
What is it, scientist Aaron?
Yeah, I wasn't at this meeting.
Right.
And the best part is that it was a fucking accident. You see, this is a sturtlefish, and it is found absolutely fucking nowhere in the wild. No, this genetic accident is a nature mod produced exclusively in a single facility in Szarvas, Hungary. You see, the sturtlefish is a cross between the Russian sturgeon and the American paddlefish. And in the wild, the only way that hookup's happening is Discord, because they live on opposite sides of the fucking planet.
Hello, princess.
This ain't the wild. This is Hungary's Fishing and Aquaculture Institute, Haki, where a group of researchers is trying to figure out how the fuck to repopulate the critically endangered Russian sturgeon, using a neat trick called gynogenesis. But, what the fuck is that? Well, you see, usually, when sturgeons reproduce, the females lay a shitload of eggs in the water, which are then, fertilized by the males. This fertilization requires two of the same species to tango, with 50% of the offspring DNA being contributed from the egg and 50% from the source. In gynogenesis, 100% of the offspring's DNA is contributed by the mother. Now, because sturgeons can't do this naturally, the researchers hatched a plan. They would take sperm from the far less endangered American paddlefish and microwave that shit with UV radiation, destroying the DNA it carries, but still allowing it to stimulate the egg into growing.
But that didn't work, obviously.
Without the father's DNA. And thus, gynogenesis. But, there's a problem. The paddlefish was just a little too genetically similar to the sturgeon, and they did not leave the swimmers in the microwave long enough. So instead of a bunch of perfect little sturgeon babies, we got the sturtlefish, which is a literal genetic dead end. It is incapable of reproducing. I feel bad for it. It was an accident and it gets no bitches. Abysmal existence, RNG.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it.
Oh, dang it, Jack.
This fish will choke you. Just not the way you think. See, this is a hagfish found worldwide.
What are these creatures, man?
This is the one with the weird mouth.
Oh my God.
Under the sea. And this thing has one of the most fucking disgusting defense mechanisms on the planet.
I don't want to find out.
You see, when I say choke, you probably think I mean they loop that pool noodle shaped body around your neck and squeeze. You are wrong. No, these guys are piss-weak scavengers that average out to about the size of a Subway footlong, and despite having a fucking face hugger for a mouth, their main defense mechanism is busting. You see, as you can probably tell by looking at them, these bad boys are slimy, really slimy, and when threatened, they use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Whenever something tries to eat,
so you choke on the slime type.
Have you seen? There was I believe it was them. There was a truck of them that flipped over and it was just like white shit. Yeah, I think this is the same animal.
They kick the slime production into overdrive, secreting a protein that instantly converts the surrounding ocean water into thick, sticky sludge in half a second.
Oh my
and I mean,
God.
a load like that in half a second, incredibly impressive. Nothing to
actually.
be embarrassed about at all. This slime then seeps into and clogs the gills of their predators, suffocating them to death.
Smart. Great.
Then having literally slimed their ops, they whip out an Uno reverse card and fucking eat them.
Yeah, because why not? Come on now. Yep. We here to do what it do, man.
The Kraken is a real animal.
I think we already knew that, though. I just wanted to scream. I'm sorry.
This frog, the Kraken, is a real
My fault,
animal.
my fault.
Just not the one you think it is.
Who's that Pokemon?
You see, when people hear tales of the Kraken, they assume that a bunch of sailors in the oldie times got absolutely shit-faced and ran into a giant squid. And to be fair, that's not a terrible assumption. Giant squid are f***ing kaiju sized,
Yeah,
coming in at 12 meters in length and 900 kilos in
But they
weight.
don't go above,
So the assumption that they saw that shit and rightly assumed sea monster isn't too far-fetched. However, there is a rather large hole in that giant squid theory. They don't live anywhere near the surface.
Yeah.
They live down. Way down. Owning real estate at a depth of 1,000 meters below sea level
like a
in
whale
the
or something.
twilight zone. So if these sailors didn't see Squidward's roided out brother, how the f*** do you explain the books of corroborating tales of long, tentacle-like appendages sticking out of the sea? Well, the answer is whales. But where is the tentacle on a whale?
Whale cock.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, you see, during breeding season, blue whales reproduce by conducting a locomotive on female whales. And in order to keep this train running on the tracks, male whales must wait their turn. And while waiting in the lobby, in order to stay prepared, the males tend to raise their gentleman's sausage out of the water and wave it around in the air. And the special sausage on a blue whale is around 3 meters long and 14 inches thick.
Jesus!
He's just holding it. He's holding whale.
So sailors who thought they were seeing a mythical monster from the depths were more than likely
it was a monster.
Just seeing a pot of whales hitting weapon inspect on their fleet.
Hold on.
Yep.
The whale just, I can't wait. It's my turn. Yeah, I'm next.
This frog deliberately breaks its own bones.
What? But
why? Well, you see, this is a hairy frog found on the west coast of Africa, and the reason it hits a brutality on itself, ironically enough, is self-defense. You see, these guys are small, coming in at an incredibly respectable 3 to 5 inches, and tipping the scales at only 150 grams, which is a problem.
It's just so off-putting.
It's so disgusting.
It's so, man.
Because they also inhabit the ecological equivalent of a fucking FromSoft game. Africa is one of the only places in the world that gives Australia a run for its money. With Mr. Frog here having to avoid bird money. With Mr. Frog here having to avoid... Africa is one of the only places...
Look at how bright the desert
in the world that gives Australia...
Comparatively. Bro, that shit, that's the Sahara, ain't it?
Bro,
that boy.
Man, look. Hey, I'm gonna be so for real. All the niggas in
what? In what?
Look, all I'm gonna say is, let's send these niggas AC, bro. Cause I'd be beefing with a nigga that look just like me too if I ain't have AC. Come on, brother.
Australia a run for its money. With Mr. Frog here having to avoid birds, snakes, and rats on his walk to work. Now, in order to avoid this scenario, most frogs either run a high-level stealth build or dress up like a fucking highlighter and cover themselves in everyone's favourite liquid. But the hairy frog has read one too many X-Men comics. Because this thing actually has another name. The fucking Wolverine frog.
Oh.
Because these little guys have claws, but not traditional claws like a cat's, which are made of keratin and freely extend and retract without an issue. No, instead, the finger bones on a hairy frog's hind legs are held in place by a small bone at the tip of their fingers. And when threatened, they snap the longer bone off the tip and through their f***ing skin. And then, new weapon acquired, they employ the London self-defense strategy. This
type shit. If it works, it works.
This is the world's biggest spider. But why the f is it that big? Introducing Theraphosa blondie, a tarantula surprisingly not native to Australia for once. Found on the other tyrannid hive continent, South America. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, this thing is fucking huge.
My God.
Coming in at a frightening 175 grams in weight and 12 inches in leg span.
And it's furry. It's just all fur, bro.
Have you ever heard like the sounds of tarantula?
No.
It's very uncomfortable.
I don't want to hear it.
It's very.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
Damn, boy, he's thick, boy. Those legs are not the only place it's packing inches, because Shelob's cousin here is packing fangs that measure a huge inch in length. For scale, that is like a 6-foot human packing canines the length of a fuller. But the important question, why the f is it so big? And the answer is that I have withheld information from you.
Okay.
You see, I introduced this girl by a Latin name. She's much better known as the Goliath bird eater tarantula. That's right, this EDF-sized spider, not unlike me, would fucking for some KFC. Literally. These bile titans will quite happily hunt birds, Remy, frogs, and even lizard. And they do all of this without a fucking web.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, Goliaths are a pure melee build, hunting by prowling the jungle floor, sensing for movement with incredibly sensitive hairs on.
I never thought about them not using webs. Ew. Oh, you could just be walking by and just
think your foot a bird.
Think your big toe is something delicious.
On their legs. These hairs pick up vibrations in the air, which tell them when something is close. And once their spidey sense tells them that Remy's in range, they fucking jump him, biting him with those daggers they call fangs, and injecting him with fucking neurotoxin. Can I go 1 week without covering neurotoxin?
Because why not?
Of course this thing has it too. You know, I give up. I give up. They then drag their prey back to their burrow and spit up acidic digestive juices in order to suck their prey up through a fucking straw.
Oh, he showed it. He showed it.
Why did he have to show that?
He showed it. Oh my God, that's
wow.
nasty.
This spider hunts with jump scares. But how? Introducing the trapdoor spider, a family of arachnid containing hundreds of species found in every continent on the globe.
I was the one that come out of dirt.
Meaning, yes, for once, this bad boy could be in your backyard, and you never know. Now, trapdoor spiders are particularly interesting compared to other spiders due to their hunting method. You see, normal spiders tend to spend several hours spinning up some elaborate art piece for a fly to clothesline itself on.
Beautiful.
And tarantulas just jump shit. But trapdoor spiders, yeah, they hunt with a door. Very early on in life, trapdoor spiders dig themselves a hole. This silk-lined burrow will then serve as its home for basically its entire 20-year lifespan. Hell, they basically never leave the thing, like some neckbeard living in his mum's basement. But they've still got it.
So the Discord mod of the spider world. Actually,
no, this is like the apex predator though.
I wouldn't say it's the apex of the spiders. Well, I mean, it's cool.
And since DoorDash does not deliver to spiders, this burrow doubles as their method for catching food. You see, they use their silk to craft a trapdoor over the burrow entrance. Then, using their fantastic arts and craft skills, they just bolt a bunch of random shit to their front door so it blends in perfectly with the floor.
Perfect.
After finishing their construction project, they will spin up a bunch of basically invisible strands of web on the floor in the surrounding area that act as tripwires, feeding information back to their neckbeard nest whenever something steps on it. And when some unfortunate insect steps a little too close...
Money! Money! Money!
That's actually new tech.
Oh my god.
Hey, okay, work smarter, not
This
harder.
bird is a vampire. Introducing the vampire groundfinch, native to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine.
Right.
Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters and a mere 20 grams in weight.
Small, puny.
Bro, if I gotta, I can take this thing out. I can literally take this thing out with a fly swatter. The electric ones.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking a feather pattern I can best describe as a Minecraft dirt block, and as it turns out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
This is the skin of the killer.
So if it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
You must bounce on it.
Sounds lame.
how does it qualify as a vampire? Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands, and small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around. To the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source.
Evolution.
Which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just f*** off and fly somewhere. However,
tiny,
as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly for shit. So, how do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This, don't laugh, is the Nazca booby. Hey, stop giggling.
It was the delivery, bro.
See, I knew I had it.
It was
you know
the
what I'm saying?
delivery.
It,
It
bro,
wasn't the name, it was the delivery,
It's the
bro.
beanies and weenies.
It's the
bro.
fucking...
It's the beanies and weenies that I always get the money.
Back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish.
Okay.
They also nest on the islands, which is where our feather in Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies... Stop giggling.
Stop!
Come to roost, the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers. Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures...
And it makes it look crazy because it's white feathers, bro.
And it's a never-ending supply.
Yeah, because they're huge compared to them. Wow. Okay.
They just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches
on one
sucking from the same food.
On one. That's a little graphic. That's crazy work. Wow. Okay.
A lot of people are scared of snakes.
Of course.
But have you ever wondered what snakes are scared of? The answer is this fucking bird. Introducing the secretary bird, native to the continent of Africa, and a prime example that being a hater pays off. Coming in at 1.3 meters tall and 4.27 kilos in weight, this
he looked like a hater.
turkey has been purpose.
Yeah, he looked like a.
Yeah, this the Glenwood stump, bro.
He doing it like that. And
built, nay, expertly fucking engineered by the gods themselves with the sole purpose of violating the ever-loving out of any garden hose that so much as looks at it the wrong way.
Get them out of here!
You see, these bad boys are birds of prey, but unlike their cousins in the same category, they are primarily terrestrial, which means they spend most of their time on the ground. This is because their preference for diet is sentient slithering sausages. However, with this thing being endemic to Africa, their preferred meal also just happens to include some of the deadliest predators on the fucking planet.
The predator's
Does this
predator.
stop the secretary bird?
Not at all. Not at all.
No, mate. Despite having no natural venom resistance, these absolute fucking gigachads will eat cobras, boom slangs, and black mambas without breaking a sweat.
Because they got it like that.
Bro.
You know what?
Bro.
Every day we find a new species
This
of stuff.
bird is a fucking thug.
It's gotta be. No venom resistance?
Bro, watch what it do. I hope he shows what.
But how do they hunt these things without getting bitten? Simple.
Speed.
They just kick the fuck out of them.
Cripple.
Before you can even strike.
You see, those long-ass legs aren't just for show, as a secretary bird is capable of accurately curb stomping a snake's head into the ground with a force equal to 5 times their fucking body weight. So when a secretary bird fancies a bite to eat, they start out by stomping the ground around dense vegetation. This causes snakes in the area to poke their heads out of their houses to see what the f is going on. The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto him, sprints over at Mach 9, and then...
That's a crazy... was that a fake snake?
That's a fake snake.
Okay, that was crazy. That would have been a crazy, like, demo. Oh, look how he kicks the 1A. That's smart edit. I fucking with more parts, bro.
This bird is a serial killer.
Jesus Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I really hate that name.
Introducing the Shrike, a group of feathery friends found all over the world, including the land down under. Now, at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, how could this sweet little guy be a vicious killer? I mean, he's so tiny. They only grow up to around 30 centimeters and cap their weight out at 90 grams. And on top of being about as threatening as a fucking teddy bear, look at their claws. A shrike trying to end...
If this was 90, that mean that ground finch was tiny.
Yep.
Tiny.
Yep.
Wow.
Anything with its talons is like trying to stab a hippopotamus to death with a fucking pool noodle. Listen to the thing. It sings like it's on American Idol. It's a songbird, a branch geek. It never heard a fly. But I'm fucking onto you, Tweety.
You give me a fucking creep.
Speaking of American Idol, aka other singing shows, what talent, like celebrity singer artist, do we know from The Voice for these purchases?
You know that, Dexter?
You may have everyone else fooled, but I know exactly what you are, because shrikes actually have another name. They're called fucking butcher birds.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. The Dexter jokes actually had a fucking point. Now, you see, when the Bay Harbor butcher bird wants to hunt, they first start by selecting a target.
Tonight's the night.
Now, unlike Dexter, their code tells them they can eat whatever the fuck they want. Insects, mice, even lizard. And once they pick their meal, they wait for the right moment and swoop on it.
Hey!
Now, while those claws might be fucking useless, they do have a signature weapon.
The beak?
That tiny hook on the end of their beak. And once they land on their victim, they slide that hook into its neck, perfectly slotting between their vertebrae and severing their fucking spinal cord. But converting...
Oh, they real deal. I put some respect on your name, my brother. Hold on. More than a monster.
Turning their prey into a vegetable isn't enough. No. These sick fucks keep trophies. Once they have paralyzed their prey and shattered its spine, they will fly its corpse back to their larder, which is either a thorn bush or a fucking barbed wire fence. And once they get home...
They let it suffer, bro. Animals are evil,
and all of this is happening fast.
Animals are evil, bro.
Yeah, nature is crazy.
Evil,
man. They fucking impale them.
Head on a stake.
They will then leave that corpse there for days, occasionally biting chunks out of it, eating it like leftovers from the fucking fridge. Next to collected blood slides, these fuckers create kebabs.
That's actually kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually kind of awesome. I never thought we'd see a bird doing that. That's nuts. Choosing thorns and barbed wire, just, you know what? And I can just come back to it and it go collect another one, come back, bite this one off if I don't catch nothing. That's crazy work.
This crab is a boxer.
What is this?
What's your name?
Agree. That's right, stepping into the ring at 0.15 grams and a huge 2.5 centimeters in length. It's the boxer crab.
Great name.
You see, while most crabs use their pinchers to feed and defend themselves, boxer crab has instead elected to spec into CQC and throw fucking hands. And despite their completely average and not at all small size, this fucker fights in the heavyweight division, able to punch out hundreds of times its size. What? But how does nature's Little Mac win the fights? Well, that's pretty simple. Toxic. He fucking cheats.
Poison, yeah.
You see, those little pom-poms aren't a fashion choice. Those are both sea anemones that the boxer crab holds in its claws to use as basically fucking brass
holding
knuckles.
it?
Now, they get these in
It's holding brass knucks!
Oh, this thing's crazy.
What?
Oh, this thing's crazy.
Nature is fucking evil!
Nature's mad.
It's holding brass knucks! Come on, dog.
Enemies by finding other boxer crabs who have them, jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a fucking WWE title belt. Now, if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like animals that, in order not to get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that sting, but you bet your ass that everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship, essentially becoming an aquatic venom, with the anemone getting some of the crab's food, and the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles.
It's a partnership.
So, whenever a predator gets in the ring with Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then... Mr. Squidward, I should kick your fucking ass!
You thought you were about to eat me! You thought you were about to eat me! Nigga! That's actually tech. That's crazy work.
Scientists just discovered a new fish. Looks fucking ridiculous.
It does.
This is the bumpy snailfish, a freshly discovered species found off the coast of California. What makes this absolute...
I don't play that song. That bitch is actually, that's a bop.
It is.
That's a bop right there.
Absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish found at a depth of 3 kilometers. And I am here to tell you exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back, looked at it, realized exactly how fucking chopped it was, and punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where no one would ever see it again.
Be free!
However, thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today to take the piss out of.
Look at the top of his head.
I mean, fucking look at it.
No special talent, just ugly.
A profoundly unserious creature. I do not think a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes.
Like, what do it eat?
The people who
Not
got
to
the
mention
fucking
the
shit with the holes.
Yeah,
they couldn't look at that.
They couldn't at all. It's not as bad with this.
It looks like an aquatic uncooked turkey with a
It do look like-
smiley face drawn on it. Coming in
It do look like a horrible skin condition.
It does.
That also get like when people have like horrible, like not just regular acne. But regular acne you see it in real life, it can kind of throw you off. But like a horrible one.
At a solid
that one look
3
like.
inches in length, Bumpy here is not the only species of snailfish. There's others that look like this. However, unlike his cousins, God deemed it so that this poor little f***er would be built like a shaved testicle. The scientific term for a pair of these should be a sack. However,
with the
despite the fact
neck
that he
beard.
looks like a sperm cell with a receding hairline, I love him. He's so cute. Look at that smile. That shit reminds me of Sackboy on the PS3. I know when they got his ass on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuff in the wrong place.
You guys want to go deep sea swimming? You want to go deep sea swimming?
I don't think you understand just how old sharks are.
We got a boomer.
See, I'm not just talking individual sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo, Jeff.
Let me get
Your average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that special. I'm talking sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks
isn't
are
there a shark that lives to be
king
400? It's like a
He
green.
did say the average shark.
Isn't there? It's like green something. It lives to be like 400.
Like alligators. For real.
tricks. They have mained this class through every single balance adjustment Earth has thrown at them. From climate change to the Ice Age to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, when it comes to prehistoric shark species, most people think of the megalodon. That big boy the size of a kaiju that was swimming around in the ocean around.
I'm so glad we ain't seen no shit like this, boy.
The only reason we haven't seen it, bro,
is what?
Is because it ran out of stuff to eat.
Oh, you know what's even crazier? We went to the aquarium in Corpus Christi, and they had the regular size shark display. I was like, nigga, is this the regular shark?
We was in the mouth.
We was in the mouth of the megalodon. Yeah. I'm like, they had a big ass regular shark. I said, oh.
26 million years ago. Which might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a fucking zoomer. Go back around 250 million years to the early Triassic, before the literal dinosaurs, and you'll find Helicorpion. A shark with a buzzsaw for a
hell
mouth.
is that?
250 not far back enough for you? Go back around 300 million years, and you will find Adestus.
Man, who was doing these?
Bro, how y'all fucking figuring this shit out?
Who was doing these calculations? This time to start questioning these niggas.
Bro,
who is doing these calculations?
They calculate. They can. There's what is it? There's a scientific technique. I think it's carbon dating, where you can date back.
Right.
But the problem is, why the fuck are we listening to these niggas talk about sharks and we don't even know if they got a full complete skeleton?
They lied to us about Christopher Columbus.
What you mean they lied to us about Christopher Columbus?
Everything that we learned about that nigga in school, we end up changing all the facts when we grew up because we learned the real him. Turns out he was Jewish, got punted out the country. They was like, y'all go find America. This is for y'all. His name ain't even Christopher Columbus. It's like something Columbo. It's Christus Columbo or some shit like that.
How you found this out?
New information to us.
That's crazy.
This is nuts, bruh. Y'all can fact check that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They lied to about humans. Of course they lied to about the dinosaurs.
They lied about humans.
The Christopher Columbus example was type shit.
Okay.
Keep up.
Well, when you said it like you had something else. Because
I mean,
Christopher Columbus is...
There's plenty more.
That's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you said it like they lied about human history completely. That's what I'm like, wait.
I mean, a lot of it.
I'm saying,
They be capping. They just be telling us like the fairy tale version.
you know from first hand.
You know the nigga McGraw? Fuck you. One of them textbooks.
McGraw Hill.
That's Jelaine Maxwell daddy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
The f***ing Pog Shark. And if
the
that
hell
is
is that?
still not far back enough, you can go all the way back, right to the beginning, to the first recognizable shark, Deadliest problematicus, at 410 million years old. Sharks have
All right, so we need to start calling this year about a real year, bruh.
React to this. It's about prison terms.
Whoa.
Right.
For sure.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate the dono, Solomon.
Yeah, we might not twin, but appreciate it.
Existed for 4 times longer than Saturn has had f***ing rings. The first tree only sprouted out of the ground 385 million years ago. That means that for 25 million years, Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this f***er chased Nemo.
How we can't even trust the artist that drew this?
Right. Well, I got a nose.
Who can we? Huh?
Well, I got a nose. You got nostrils.
So come on, man.
You know
come on, man. Who's to even say that gills
Mikey,
was
how
gills?
was it without you?
This is the world's oldest shark.
We got a boomer.
But how old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the Greenland
Yeah,
shark.
that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
This may come as a
400
shock to you,
years.
but the Greenland shark
Isn't it green?
is found in f***ing Greenland, man.
Oh,
And with
I
Grandpa...
hate the whole Greenland-Iceland conundrum.
yeah? Yeah, because Greenland is really frozen and Iceland is really green.
Pisses me off. It's like they it'd be funny.
But I think like at some point in time, Iceland is green, but I'm not sure. I mean, Greenland is green, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
A shark here coming in at a fucking kaiju size, 6 meters in length, and a literal fucking ton in weight. This senior citizen
boy.
probably worked with Godzilla back in his fucking day. But how senior is senior? Well, you might be expecting him to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right? Try higher. No, not 200. Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
Carbon dating.
I don't think you understand how old that is. So, to put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500. Here is a list of things this has lived through.
World War One, Two.
All
Slavery.
8 of King Henry's divorces, the invention of chocolate,
I remember when they first
Everything
invented
important to
chocolate.
us.
Shakespeare's entire
Everything.
lifespan, the Boston Tea Party, the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States, the colonization of Australia, the Industrial f***ing Revolution, the invention of the light bulb and adoption of
We're
electricity,
nowhere near. We're
the
nowhere
Titanic becoming a submarine,
Nowhere
World
near.
War I, the Great Depression, World War
We
II,
still in 100 years. We still in 100.
the Vietnam War, the f***ing moon landing, and the invention of the internet. The first episode of SpongeBob. Schlatt's Crimes in 99. 2000.
Oh, he going forward. He going forward.
Jay Slatt, what you did in 99? But you wanna know the
We didn't know Jay Slatt died.
You wanna know the craziest thing?
What?
You wanna know, and he just brought this out when he started talking about time. From 1990 to I think they said 2010 or 2015. It was 1990. That span, that was I think they said like 60 to 100 years of development in technology, right?
Right.
It's been stagnant since 2015. Like there's been improvements, but nothing crazy.
Right.
Since 2015 till about 2022, right? They're saying since the boom of AI
is about to take it's another boom.
The next boom is going to be it's going to be over the course of the next 5 years. It's going to be a 80 to 100 year boom.
Yeah, I can believe it.
In 5 years.
Cuz it's just like a because of where we're at, when something new comes, it advances everything that's already super good. It just propels it. So like when the phones and the cars start coming around, it was slow. Niggas figured it out. And then with like oil and shit, they figuring out plastics. They figuring out, and then it's like the war came that boomed the suburbs, and then you just more factories, and then internet came. Now information is widespread. Tech boom, and now it's about to
get worse. So gold, right? And this is one of the craziest things that I've looked into. This is what I'm about to start investing in because it's crazy because I never realized it. So gold is in everything, right? Mm-hmm. So computer chips, RAM, hard drives, all that shit. On the inside, they're using small pieces of gold, right? So look, when you hold on, you might be cooking. Now look, if you realize the price of RAM has been going up. Price of gold has been going up too, but niggas are like, oh, that's the price of gold, blah blah blah. It's gonna just go up more and more. Niggas who don't realize how many things gold is in, it's about to go crazy. That's why, like, you'll see people talking about war in like these different countries that were like, bro, I've never heard of this country, or it's like a third world country or African country, something like that.
They're fighting over gold.
Nigga, they're wiping these places out for the gold. Now, most niggas are like, oh, they're doing this just for gold because gold is worth shit. They're doing it because gold itself has a value. But the value isn't that bar. Yeah. The value is the applications of shit you can put it in.
Yeah. That's crazy work. It's crazy work.
And one. The invasion of Iraq, the global financial crisis, the death of Harambe, Australia catching fire, the virus, and it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok. This...
That's a whole ass shark. That's a real ninja right there, baby.
Okay.
A kangaroo jumping on water in Australia.
It gotta
so,
be.
As the Aussie animal guy, I feel like I might owe you an explanation.
Wait. Time out, Australia. Time out.
Hold on. The water not deep. The water can't be deep. The water, is that a boat? Oh, that water deep.
That is a normal fucking Roo. No, he is not Roosus Christ. He's not the second coming, and he's not gonna turn your water into wine. Alright, he might turn it into VB if you ask nice.
Get that up there.
But if that's the case, how the fuck is he stealing the Son of God's passive? Well, the answer is fucking sand.
I don't like sand.
What?
Yeah, you see, what's far more likely than a Roo being enchanted with water walking is that he's actually running on a sandbar. That is...
Oh, boy. Oh, but the... Man, I was never going. I was
about to say, that's a real apex predator.
I was never going there.
I was about to call Mully and tell him fuck him. And I love Mully. Boy, hell no. Mully is
basically just a fancy
trying to get us
description
out there.
for ocean currents piling up a shitload of sand into one place, creating an offshore segment of the water that's not much deeper than a fucking kid's pool. Now, Roos know about sandbars, and they actually very frequently use them as a shortcut to get from A to B to find more food. So, while it looks like Skippy here is stealing Jesus' entire fucking flow, he's actually on a Macca's mish.
Let me get a...
That's a great... Whoever posted that went viral as hell. I
was about to say, no way, they run on water?
I was about to say, we gotta nerf these niggas.
Bro.
We gotta get them up out of here.
Nerf, you're a rocket.
We gotta get them the hell up out of here, bro.
I got into a car crash. I was driving, I used to work on a farm. I'm driving down the road. It's a narrow-ish gravel road, so you really need to... I know
this thing got to do with animals, but I want to hear it, so we're going to check them out.
Pick your side. I come round a corner, so there's like a blind corner. I'm on my side of the corner. Someone comes around the corner in a big car too far over. I see them, and I have to go over to the side. That didn't run me off the road, but it put me in this really thick, really loose, thick gravel. So the car starts sliding towards a wall on this side of a fucking wall over here. So I slide it back, but over this side there's like a fucking 3-4 meter drop. And I was like, oh fuck. So I slide it back, then realize, oh, I can't get out of this slide. I'm going to crash. Kick the wall rather than going down a hill.
Of course.
Smash into the wall. The car hits it like the car hits front on, the force of the impact spun it so it was facing backwards. I'm like holding the wheel. The car stops moving. I'm like, oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay. Open my door. I have to like put a bit of force into it. Like bonk the door open. Stumble out of the car. I see the front end of my car has just been torn off. Like the bumper's ripped off. The radiator's...
Oh, damn.
Been punctured. But there were 3 thoughts that went through my mind. The first one was, am I good? The second thought
you're okay.
was, this is gonna make really good content when I talk about it. Like, this is gonna be really fucking funny. And then I was like, oh, fuck, my car's a write-off.
Yeah. You know what? We're glad you're okay, my brother. We're glad you're fucking okay.
There is a competition in America where they vote on the fattest bear.
Huh?
Shut the
That's
fuck
right,
up,
lads.
Chat, shut the fuck up.
See?
Shut the fuck up.
See?
Chat, shut the fuck up.
Super Bowl. I'm about to introduce you to the most important American sporting event of the year, Fat Bear Week.
What the hell is this?
Hosted by the Katmai National Park and Preserve in Alaska every year from the 23rd to the 30th of September. The public watches as Winnie and Paddington fight it out to see who is the most absolute.
You had a Paddington moment, didn't you?
I didn't.
Well, it was like a couple days when they was calling you Paddington.
They were calling me Rupert.
Salute of units. And this year's highest calorie Kumamane has been crowned. But before that, how the f does Fat Bear Week work?
Isn't it the Kodiak bear?
See, the event is held in the lead up to hibernation season, while all of these bears are at the peak of their bulk. Now, while it's running, the park allows the public to view live stream footage from all of their trail cams. These cameras capture all the park's brown bears, allowing us to observe Freddy's fat-ass cousins like we just got a job at f***ing Fazbear Entertainment.
Okay. This is neat.
Each bear caught on camera is assigned a number and occasionally a name. We, the people, then vote on the contestants day by day, hitting them against one another in a fucking single elimination tournament bracket, determining with our votes which bear most closely resembles a pyro commission.
Two motherfuckers be jogging.
Two motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. Craziest part, because I was watching a documentary about them. Them niggas be mean too. Like when they
about to hibernate,
nigga, they be mean.
Cause they freaking slow. They fucking fat.
And they're more dangerous when they're about to hibernate
than when they.
I'm like, what?
I mean, look, I'll be mad too.
Until one bear is crowned the victor. Now, you may think this is just some silly little event, but no. Over the years, there has been fucking voter fraud, a manhunt for a missing hiker, and one year, the trail cams caught one contestant beating to death and eating another bear. But
mean.
But now, to answer the question you've all been waiting for, the winner of the 2025 Fat Bear Week is 32 Chunk, winning with a broken jaw. They named that f***er after the render distance you need to load in his entire body at once.
I thought that was the Kodiak bear.
That's a big boy. Nah.
That Kodiak bear?
Yeah, you gotta find something to do in Alaska when you live in the middle of no fucking where.
Boy, them Kodiak bears so scary.
Oh yeah,
nigga. Cause we always see, these are the biggest bears, blah blah blah. Nigga, I saw a Kodiak bear tearing and that Nature's Metal shit. I was like, I was looking for that fucking deer. I was looking for that deer again. All right, so I pulled it up. Nigga, they had a Kodiak bear tearing the shit out of a brown bear. That brown bear, that fuck out, bro. I was like,
that's like the boss. That's like that bear in the boss.
Yeah, nigga, bro. I say, and that motherfucker was moving. Yeah. Like the other bear got up and that nigga, where you going?
Get back here.